What's up, y'all? So, for those that don't know me, my name is Des. I've lost 185 pounds and I love sharing my story and just empowering women. I had a 2-day skin removal surgery, so I had the front done, back done, booty done a little bit over a year ago. So, as you can imagine, life is very different for me now. I also am the author of 2 books now, which are called Remember Your Why, How to Overcome Your Food Addiction, and Remember Your Why, The Guide to Loving Yourself. I am still new to YouTube, but I swear y'all, I love it because I'm tired of doing these reels and have to cram everything into just a minute and 30 seconds. Yesterday I did some question and answers, so today we're going to do part 2, and my followers have asked some really good questions. So let's start with this one. It said, what led you to start Restart Monday? So Restart Monday is in my food addiction book, and it is the day that has completely changed my life. I never want my content to only be about my weight loss journey because I think that I'm so much more than that. But my food addiction is such a big part of my life. I had gastric sleeve surgery when I was 21. I was 340, lost down to 215, gained my weight back up to 300 pounds. I'm 32 now, so it took me years to finally get the weight back off. If anyone has had a long time to think about food addiction, it's me, because I've been overweight since the 1st grade. It's literally been everything to me. So I started doing Restart Monday like 2 years ago because I started seeing a habit when I didn't prep my food. I was a hairstylist, and I just realized on the days that I worked, I always just wanted to go through the drive-thru because that's what I did. I realized that when I stood on my feet all day, the last thing that I wanted to do was cook when I got home. So that's how I started doing Restart Monday. I noticed that prepping my food and having a restart day was very successful for me, guys, because when I didn't do it, my eating habits were shit. We are living in a very fast-paced society. People really just don't cook anymore. It's just so easy. We like convenience, we like quick. That's why the restaurants and fast food restaurants are packed out. So I learned very quickly that if I was going to go all the way this time, my ass was going to have to put myself on a routine and do this for the rest of my life. Food addiction is very serious. I would say it's one of the most serious addictions because at the end of the day, you can quit a drug, you can quit nicotine, you can quit alcohol, but no matter what, you have to put food in your body. Restart Monday is really everything to me. And I can honestly say that I will probably be doing Restart Monday for the rest of my life. And that's why I'm sitting here with a flat stomach. Like I said, I was a hairstylist for 11 years, and I recently quit my job just a couple months ago since my books have come out. They've been so successful for me. So one of my followers asked, do you miss doing hair? I can honestly say that I don't. And don't get it twisted, I was very successful and good at my job. I even got the beautician award in my county one year, so I was very proud of that. I just think that your passions and dreams can change in your life. If there's anything that I'm thankful for about, my time with hair, is it really taught me where my passion was, and that was just women. I enjoy pumping women up. I enjoy seeing women's confidence boost. I enjoy pouring into women. I enjoy talking to women. But now my dreams are just so much bigger than the hair industry. Since I've published my 2 ebooks, I am now having a Remember Your Why women's cabin retreat. Someday I'm wanting to start doing book tours. I want to have women's conferences. I'm getting ready to start a podcast show up, and I'm just working on my social media, trying to build my platforms up. It's definitely more mentally hard doing this kind of stuff, and sharing your life on social media definitely has its good and bad. But I've been through a lot of bad shit in my life, and so I thoroughly enjoy using my pain and helping people. I really like this question too. It says, what do you think is the most important for a relationship to succeed? Damn, I could go like 20 minutes on this subject, but I'm not going to. I always grew up hearing the saying, opposites attract, and the older that I get, now I realize that I don't think that that's actually true. Number one, for me, a relationship's going to succeed if we have, number one, communication is the most important thing to me. If I can't communicate with a man, then that is going to completely turn me away. I think that it's being compatible with your love languages. So, like, number one is communication for me. Number two is physical touch for me. I think that you have to be compatible in some things. Like, for me, I'm looking for someone that is into health and fitness because I used to be a food addict, and I don't want to connect myself to somebody that's going to drag me down, and I'm going to start going back into those same habits. So you have to find somebody that has the same interests, that has the same dreams, that has the same goals. Choosing a partner is so important because that person is going to elevate you or they are going to bring you down. There's no other option. I think that a lot of times we find ourselves just being lonely. And one time I was in therapy and she said, Des, you need to love when you're ready, not when you're lonely. Because when you love when you're lonely, you end up just falling into a trap. And someone else asked, do you plan to stay living in West Virginia in the near future? And the answer is no. I do not judge anybody that wants to stay in West Virginia, but for me personally, I just feel like that with the dreams and the goals that I'm going for, West Virginia just is not going to take me there. My dream is to move to California one day. I've already been once and I absolutely loved it. And it's one of those things where I try it for a year, and if I don't like it, then I'll leave. My heart is also to travel as many places as I can because I used to be so fat I couldn't even hardly walk, okay? Like I said, I'm only 32 years old and I have found that I am literally just really starting to live my life because obesity robbed me. It robbed me in my childhood. It robbed me in my 20s. And so, like, I made a promise to myself, like, Des, you will not go into your 30s the way that you lived in your 20s. And I didn't. Like, I'm planning a trip to Vegas in the next couple months, and I'm so excited because, like, I'm going to get to go to the Grand Canyon. And if you would have told me a few years ago, like, Des, you're going to be going to the Grand Canyon, 5 years ago, Des would have been like, hell no, I ain't. My back and legs hurt too bad. So, yeah, I am really excited about my new life.